Hello guys, you're welcome back once more to my channel. I'm so excited to present this video to you guys, making of this lovely ruffles. I really love it. I got my inspiration from the picture above, so I decided to make mine, but I made use of the bridal satin to make mine. Why the picture the organza was what they used to make that one, so I made use of bridal satin and I'm okay with it that way. So if you want to see exactly how to go about the cutting of this, please stick with me to the end of the video. And if it's your first time in my channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notification bell for more updates, please and please, so that you can always get trendy latest updates of the sewing tutorials from me. Okay, so before we move into the video proper, I'll just hint you on this. I use the 3.5 yards satin to make mine, but if you're using the organza, you might be needing like 6 yards because it's very soft and light, so you have to use something much, like, in order to get that fullness. But because I use the satin, I don't need too much of it, so I made use of 3.5 yards to get my own fullness, and you can see it's so lovely and nice. So let's get into the video proper. Okay guys, so I've gone ahead to join the dress first of all. So if you want to make this, make sure to join you're finished sewing. As if you're finished your work, just finish sewing your dress, no sleeve, don't put any sleeve, but make sure you cut it accurately with an armhole, off shoulder and all that. So join it with the lining and everything that you need to join it. As you can see, mine, it's so lovely. You can see the padding, everything is standing. It's just there for me to fix the ruffles and then add my zip. So now after that part, once I've joined it that way, you can see I have my lining already, everything is set. Okay, so you have to do it this same way. So I'm still going to go ahead and top stitch this side, but it's not a must. You might decide to leave it because you're still going to cover that place with the ruffles, but to get a very neat work, then top stitch it first. So just like finish work, make sure you also turn your armhole. Okay, so that is it. So I'm good, like, this is my satin now, and as you can see, this is the fabric I've cut out that I'm going to use as the base of this. That is the base of this ruffle. So you can make use of the satin or any fabric you're using. You can use the same and make the base, but I decided to use the fabric. So for the length of this, that is the width, I have 11 inch. This 11 inch is so that when I fold it, I will have like 5 inch 5.5. This is the off shoulder measurement, 40.5. okay, so now I've gone ahead to cut this. I cut it 40.5 plus extra 4 inch. Why I added 4 inch was for my zip, which is 2 inch on both sides. So I added extra 0.5 to just I made it a round figure of 45, because like I said, the off shoulder is 40.5. So if you notice here, I have 22.5, you know, as I folded it and measured. If you divide that by, if you plus it by 2, you will have 45 inch. Okay, so that is okay. I have my zip and it's just okay like this, so I can take the other one on the zip part. So now I folded this into 2. I'm going to go ahead and stitch out half inch from this part to get my 5 inch. Okay, so as you can see, this is 5.5, so I'm going to stitch half inch out. So but I'm going to use my pins to show you what I'm going to do that, like how I'm going to place it to start sewing the ruffles on it. So when I finish stitching it down, that is stitching the half inch all the way down, I'll turn it to the right side. Then instead of me to place it just the way you see me already, the way it's looking, I will not place it that way. In order to get a more neater look, I'm going to move it to the middle part. So you can see I'm moving it to the middle like this. This is how I'm going to place it when I want to start sewing the ruffle on it. So by the time I finish, this particular part that will be on top, like the ruffles will be sitting on this particular part, like this one will be on the base. So guys, this my satin, like I said, is 3.5 yards. So what I'm going to do now is I folded it into two. Please target the part that is longer, that's longer part of the fabric. When you get a fabric, the part that is long, not the shorter part, the longer part, that is the part you will fold into two. Okay, I hope that is well explained. That long part, that is the lengthy part of it, that is the one you will fold into two, not the shorter part. So that is exactly how I fold. If you notice, this is it. I'm just showing you how I folded it. Okay, just pay attention to the camera. You will see exactly how I folded mine. So on this particular satin, I went for the longer. Any fabric you are using, go for the longer part. That is the one you fold into two. So now I've already wrote the lines for this, but I'm going to explain to you how I got these lines. So in order for you to get your line, an accurate one that will give you an accurate work at the end, so that you will not run short of fabric or you will not be having too much excess, I went ahead to take the bridal satin. I remember I told you it's 3.5 yards. So I'm going to be showing it on the screen so that you see what I am explaining exactly. So I took the 3.5 yards exactly and I times it, and I got 126. So that 126 I got, I divided it by the how wide I want my ruffles, whether I want it small or not. So basically I want mine to not be too close because this is satin and it's thick. So I went for 9 inch, and when I divided it by 9, I got 14. So that 14 is what I ruled. Now I ruled by 9 by 14 places, so that came out perfect. So as you can see, the lines I'm showing you already. Then for the base part, that is this particular one, I took out my zip allowance. Make sure to take out your zip allowance on both sides first, then you measure whatever is remaining there and divide it by 14. Okay, so that will now give you the exact lines, the amount you're going to be using to gather this, that is to sew this ruffle. So it might come out 2 inch, it might come out 2.5, it might come out 3 inch. Mine came out 2.9, so I approximated it to 3 inch, and that is how this 3 inch came about. So whatever you're doing, just make sure that the lines match each other. In other ways, anyhow you want to do it is now left for you. So guys, this is it. I've been able to sew the first line, that is on the first 3 inch line, but please take note, don't sew it exactly like this I did mine. When you want to start sewing yours from the zip line. That's that line you root, that line that demarcates the zip part, that first line. In other words, start sewing from there so that you can get a network, and it will help you make your work more easier and faster for you. If you sew from the second line to sew that first one, this one now will be problem. That is, so it's so this the first line first before you move to the, in other words, start from the beginning. Then if you want to sew it, go ahead and fold it like this, fold it inward. Okay, so you see the reason why you have to start sewing that first line first, so that you will have space to sew it. So guys, first of all, if you're making use of the organza or any other soft fabric, you can go ahead and gather the lines, like so, on the straight lines, and gather them. I'm referring to the fabric you are using, that is the one for the ruffles, not the baseline. So you can go ahead and gather them first, make some gathers for it. But because I'm using the satin, it's too thick going ahead to do gather and all those things, so I decided to go straight to do the gathering on the lines. Okay, so that is it. So exactly, I hope you understand what I said about the first line. So don't go for the second, start sewing from the first and fold it in so that your work will come out very neat. So I'll just, this way I'm pinning this now. Make sure that the fabric is covering the base, so that just a little, not too much. So this is how I'll be matching it. I'm just matching the lines, each lines. So I'll go ahead and do my gathered, like on the sewing. When I'm sewing it, I'll be gathering it together. That is just what I did for this one. Just like I said, because it's satin and it's a bit thick and heavy, doing the gather first was not really easy. So I tried it, but it was a little bit like that. So guys, I hope you're enjoying this video, because I myself am enjoying it. So please, if you know that you have not hit the subscribe button, please do well and hit the subscribe button. Check out my other videos too. I have other nice tutorials. I know you're going to like them. Please check them out. You might learn, you will definitely learn 1 or 2 from there. Yes, so exactly, I'm just showing you what I'm going to be doing on the machine. So it's nothing much except for these things to see me show. These things I'm doing now, that is what I'm going to be doing there. So I'm going to start the main work That is what I say, this is the main work. After you finish rolling the lines, you will now start with the gathering. That is where the main work is. So I will give you a little hint. Making this with a soft fabric like organza or any other soft fabric is more will be more easier, because once you have done the gathering on the fabric, to stitch it to the base will not be difficult anymore. Like when, like unlike this one I did, that I have to be stitching it direct on the base. Okay, so guys, that is it for that, and this is the outcome. You can see how very lovely this looks. So when you stitch yours, make sure to use your hand and spread it so that it will have this lovely look. So you can see, guys, this was not easy. It wasn't easy, but trust me, if you take your time and relax, you're going to like the outcome. You will be so proud of yourself that you made something like this. So you can see the back side, everything on the same line. I made sure that it's flowed, and this is my zip allowance left. Okay, so that is it for this. So I'll just go ahead and take it now and attach it on the dress. So you can see, guys, automatically I've done this attaching already. Yes, that's because it's not hard. I'm just going to explain it to you how I did the attaching. So I went ahead to place all this. Make sure that everything matches properly. Make sure that it matches just take your time, pin it down the best way you can pin it, and then you can see how I stitched mine. I picked the base, that is, I have 3-3 inch spaced out on mine, so I just picked that spacing, that holes that is between the 3 inch, and then that is what I did to sew it on the base like that, exactly just like this. But that one is first option. You can go for the second option, and which is sewing it on the straight. You can choose, you can see it here, this particular part, this is the slanted and this is the portrait, in other words. So I sew this part straight. You can choose this angle, you can choose this style, you can sew it to the end, you can sew it just a little the way I did. I prefer to sew mine a little. I don't want it to get to the end, I don't want it to obstruct anything in the front side. I want everything to be okay, so that's why I just did it a little. So you can choose this style of sewing it straight, or you can choose the slanted style. So guys, that is just it. Then for the sleeve part, on your sleeve, remember this is an off shoulder. It's going across, just going round. So make sure you do it to be okay. Just let it just go round. You don't need any special work anymore once you have taken your accurate off shoulder, round off shoulder measurement. So you can see how this is looking here. I really love the outcome of this. It came out so nice on me, and really I really love the outcome. So guys, this is how it looks when you raise it up. So, but like I say, you can choose to stitch it all the way down so that you don't have to raise it up if you want. So guys, if you know you have enjoyed this video so far, I will not stop saying it. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notification bell for more updates. Really check out my other videos, please, so that you can, if you click the notification bell, you will always get updates from me. So can you see how lovely this is looking, well covered and everything? Once I zip this out, bam, everything is fine. Really guys, this is so cute, so cute, so lovely, it's so beautiful. So if you make yours, I'd like you to share it on the comment section with me. Let me see how yours came out, and if you have any questions, please don't forget to ask me under the comment section. Okay, so thank you so much, and bye.